I'd pick John Loftus to debate William Lane Craig over me any day and twice on Sunday. Maybe 3 times if we were going for visitation too. If you think that your religion is being poorly represented by callers, call. I'm not mean just to be mean. All we did was try and ask Joe to stop repeating himself and telling us a story that we already knew and actually defend his beliefs. It's not my fault. I didn't call Joe. I didn't send a search party out to find theists who couldn't defend their beliefs. Joe called us, and you're welcome to do it too. We're running low on time, but we've got Edwin in Austin. How are you?
I'm really great, and I really enjoy the show. Look, I've considered myself an agnostic for years, but I'm not convinced that I am. And I was wondering if you could tell me what your theory is of the universe. How did it all come about? I'm familiar with what the astronomers have said about the Big Bang and things like that, but what do you think?
Well, the Big Bang's been confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, confirmed by observation.
Right.
So we know that much.
Yeah, we do. But do we have a destiny here?
I'm confused a little bit, Edwin, because we jumped from how the universe formed to destiny. So we switch directions abruptly.
Yeah.
My position on the formation of the universe is that the Big Bang has been confirmed, and we don't really know anything before then.
Yeah.
And anybody who claims that they do is lying or selling something.
Right, and I understand that. But is in your opinion any reason for us to be here? Is there some does intelligence create the universe, and the universe create intelligence? What the heck's going on in your opinion?
I don't see any reason to believe that what you just said is true.
Well, me either.
I don't.
As far as destiny, I think we create our own destiny.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I mean, to some extent.
Individually, each of us work towards certain things that we're convinced is appropriate for us. But is there some larger, all-encompassing reason that we're here? I am familiar with the myth. I know that we had to invent something to take us through the night and the darkness. But what is there?
Well, I'd say right off the bat that I don't see any evidence to support the idea that there's some grand externally imposed plan or design. I don't see any good reason to posit that there would be one in the first place, even absent any evidence. And if there is one, not only am I not aware of it, I don't care. I'm making my own way.
Yeah, well, same here.
Yeah.
But my way is to search for some reason, some knowledge, some all-encompassing destiny for the human race. And if you say there is none, well, I can accept that too.
Let me ask you this, and this is the reason I find this a little confusing, and then I'll let Jen finish up, I promise.
Sure.
If I had an hour left to live,
yeah. If
you had an hour left to live, would you waste it looking for, waste was the wrong word. Would you use that time looking for some grand design or purpose?
Well, no.
Then why waste any of your time that way?
Well, that's a good point.
If there's not a good reason to think that it's likely, to me, I don't want to waste a single valuable second of whatever life I happen to have left on things that... Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't explore and seek out things, but let's focus our energies towards exploring and seeking out things that are likely to be true and likely exist, answers that may possibly be there, instead of
I understand that.
Grand fantasies.
Sure, and I understand that. But my life has been devoted to service. I spent 26 years in the military. My whole life has been devoted to service. My life has been on the line, and I really accepted the fact that I could be gone in a second.
Yeah.
But still, I quit because of what I am and where I've been. I search for answers, and if the answer is that's all there is, if I knew nothing before I got here, then I will know nothing after I'm gone. Is that what you're saying?
That seems to be what the evidence suggests.
Yeah. Okay. Well, believe it or not, I wrote a poem about that years ago, and if that's the way it is, that's the way it is. If that's what you believe, well, that's great. I kind of think that way too, but yet I still have this hope that maybe there is something more. Thank you so much. I've enjoyed your program. It's fantastic.
Thanks a lot, Edwin. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And last caller, because we're almost out of time, we've got another Ed in Austin. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
We're running low on time, so if you can get to it quick, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I got you. Hey, I was watching the Zeitgeist today.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the religious portion of it.
I'm still sorry.
Yeah, that's an hour and a half of your life you'll never get back. So.
That is that is a big steaming pile of unscholarly nonsense.
Okay, what part of it? All of it, or?
Well,
pretty much
the first third about the religion, and then the rest of it is unscholarly conspiracy theorist nonsense. But anyway, go ahead, get to your question. I'm sorry.
Well, my son was watching me watch it, and he became sort of intrigued by the religion aspect of it, and he kind of had this look in his face like, man, you know, the religion I've been taught, I've been pretty much being lied to about. And I was just wondering, you know, because he was like, you know, I'm just worried about going to hell, and I'm just wondering, how would you approach a child about that topic in terms of, you know, starting to think with reason and logic instead of thinking with religion?
Where to get the idea there's such a thing as a hell?
Well, from his grandparents, you know.
Well, tell him don't worry, there's no hell. And there's a couple of books by Dan Barker. How old is he?
11.
He's 11. Okay. Yeah, Dan Barker has a couple of books out. If you go on Amazon, you can search on those. They're probably appropriate for his age right now. And then there's a book that you can pick up called Parenting Beyond Belief. It's written by Dale McGowan. It'll give you some resources to help him and help you.
And I don't have any kids, and my standard advice has been pretty much the same. Focus on teaching them how to think. Yeah. And anytime you don't know the answer to something, tell them you don't know, and let's go find out together. Right. And if the answer is we can't find out an answer, then there's no justification to believe what anybody else is asserting about it. And on that note, Ed, I appreciate the call, but we got to let you go. We're out of time.
Sure, man.
Thanks to everybody who stayed up late with us this evening. There's a crew. Show thyselves. I bet they're not. Oh, they can't. The camera's not working.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks to everybody who made the late show work. We'll be back again next Sunday at our regular time from 4:30 to 6, channel 16 on Time Warner and Grande Cable, and streaming live on Ustream. We'll see you then. Take care.